Hello again. Visiting sites owned by English Heritage can be an expensive business. It costs well over £20, for instance, to go and see Stonehenge. What about Dover Castle? That'll be £25. I'm sure you get the idea. A couple of pensioners visiting Stonehenge or Dover Castle will see no change from £50. Refugees, though, do not have to pay a penny. They go free. In the description to this video, I give a link to the English Heritage website, where you may read that if you have been granted refugee status or have been given leave to remain as a displaced person, you can visit English Heritage sites for free. It sounds rather like some exaggerated story from the Daily Mail or GB News, doesn't it? After all, nothing could be less fair. Old people who have spent a lifetime paying taxes in this country have to pay a small fortune to see iconic parts of their heritage, like Stonehenge or the site of the Battle of Hastings. But somebody who recently landed from a small boat and has no connection whatever with England and has never paid a penny in taxes can get in for nothing. You can hardly imagine what the person who dreamt up such a scheme could have been thinking. It is almost guaranteed to provoke ill feeling in the ordinary English population. So why are they doing it? Or rather, why do they say they are doing it? Again, I quote from the website. Check the thing for yourself. We read, across Britain, people are extending a warm and generous welcome to refugees, and we at English Heritage are determined to play our part. We think that our sites represent some of the best of Britain, places whose age, beauty and atmosphere can provide comfort in an uncertain world. Sharing them is the right thing to do. We review our admission policies annually. Why is it the right thing to do? Why is allowing unemployed people or pensioners free entry not the right thing to do? It's almost mysterious. This is, of course, part of a general trend which leads to refugees and asylum seekers receiving preferential treatment. It is an aspect of the problem which is making this country so attractive to illegal immigrants, and it enrages neighbouring countries like France, because they say, with some justification, that Britain has only itself to blame for the small boats crisis. If we give them loads of stuff, including free medical treatment, and do not expect them to pay for anything, then those people will be mad to head anywhere other than this country. What I find alarming is that everybody, including this government and those who went before it, all the previous governments, know this, but they still carry on. The consequences are there for everybody to see, and yet nobody will say out loud the connection between unrestricted immigration and the state of the institutions in this country. To give one simple example, Lord Darzi recently completed a major study of the problems facing the NHS. I dare say that many viewers have heard about this on the news or read about it in the papers. One snippet of information that emerged is that 15 years ago, somebody attending A&E had an average of 39 people ahead of him in the queue to be seen. Today, the average number of people ahead of him is likely to be 100. It is almost as though there are lots more people in the country than there used to be. Those of us who have actually used an A&E in recent years will have noticed that most of the people in the average casualty department appear to have a heritage other than that of white British.